Well, 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 well. Well, well, well. Welcome to and welcome back to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the prophecy reading. You can call me Anonnie. I am a tarot reader, a channeler, and intuitive for divine source and Christ consciousness energy. Even when they don't like it. I'm here to deliver the prophecy reading for you all, so thank you for joining me. Welcome to the original Earth Angels. Welcome to the Fae and Fairy family. Welcome to the Cosmic family. Thank you all for being here. Glory be to the highest creator, source one of all things. Glory be to the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Thank you to the beloved ancestors whose power, strength, glory, love, and wisdom and skills run through our veins. We give love and we send love to our other dimensional selves, living in other portals and at the same time as ours. We give gratitude to the source one creator of all things at the highest frequency of love. We give gratitude to Mother Gaia and to the planet and to the universe and wider cosmos, which is our greatest and widest witness to all of our desires, our manifestations, and our living experiences. Thank you, Source, as above, so below, within and without. Thank you, Creator of all things. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, gods, goddesses, and deities, and benevolence unto us. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for your guidance in all ways. We give gratitude to the other ecosystems and kingdoms which are benevolent unto us, supporting us, guiding us. Thank you, Creator of all. Ashe. And now we will begin. So I wasn't planning on being on here for too long this sunrise. Yeah, 4 of coins in the world. Yeah, I wasn't planning on being on here for too long because I have quite a busy day. I don't know about you all, but my life has become, I guess not my life, but like my current life and circumstances, like I have been giving a lot more attention to the physical experience. Queen of Coins, definitely. Queen of Coins at the bottom. I have been giving more attention to my physical experience as like finances and wealth are continuing to flow in for me. And I'm experiencing like elevations in my career and, more opportunities flowing in, a lot of innovation and creativity flowing in new ways. And so my life has been very physical. But you know what? Sometimes I think that is needed because I don't want to be a reader who is so focused on the spiritual and what's happening in those spaces that they are ungrounded when they come to do readings for you, right? You want a reader who can exemplify. Yeah, look, 8 of Swords with the 2 of Pentacles here. They're telling me not to mince words. They're telling me not to go back and forth with all of this. Like, get out of your head about should I or shouldn't I, or should I say this, or should I do this, or should I not do that? Like, get out of your head and just speak up for yourself. Okay? That's what's going on here. They're sharing. So yes, as I was saying, it's like you want a reader who is grounded. There are aspects that 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands and Judgment, they want me to just move on. Okay, let's just do that then. So on this day, Most High Divine Creator of all things, Father Ra, Divine Creator, Divine Ancestors, what would you have me share today? And what is the message to the highest and greatest good of my own and to all and to the harm of none? Knight of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, benevolence here, actual benevolence. Whoever this message is for, you're in the timeline where you are receiving gifts, where you're receiving cookies, where you're receiving support. They want this to also be your focus across the moon cycles. They could want you to pay more attention to the moon cycles when you make your wishes or when you ask for your support, because it will be increased in value, they're saying. So let's say it's a new moon and you make a wish. They want you to know that that value will appreciate over the moon cycle. So there could be a bit more intentionality surrounding when you are asking for help. But nonetheless, with the Knight of Cups here, this is ask for help and it is given. And I feel like this is more refined and nuanced forms of help. Perhaps maybe you're going to ask for a physical item, but I feel here like you're smarter than that, especially with the Queen of Swords showing up here. I feel like it is diminutive, or I feel like it is novel. I kind of want to say noob. It's kind of noobish, right? But it's like, you know, when people first begin manifesting, they ask for physical items. But I see here that they want you to be refined in asking in your manifestations for particular circumstances. So you want a particular circumstance in your life. You want a particular experience for your life. And I think that this is the type of support that they want to give you for your manifestations, because now is the time. Now is the time to be asking for these things. Not just like, oh, I want that specific item. It's like, I want my life to feel like this because of this, and this is creating this. Like, describe the circumstances here. You may want to continue to engage in visualization as well. This is a good time for you to engage in visualization. This is the energy that you have more allies than enemies, and both make you money. But your focus is on the allies here. I feel like that is also a manifestation for you to create, like to focus on who is actually helping me, who is actually supporting me, who is giving me good word every day, who is showing up for me from the energy of appreciation and support, and to focus on them. Because they want you to know that what you focus on does appreciate, it does increase in value, so to speak, it does multiply and expand. They may also want you to do some hip exercises, like hip stretching exercises, or some stretching exercises that shows your lower body more love from the hips down. This could even look like child's pose, or is it the happy baby pose in yoga? Something that opens up your hips and shows your, what is this, like your sacral energy, some love. Okay. They're also telling me that your birds, you have birds that surround you that are carrying your wishes to the divine, or that are carrying your wishes to father time, so to speak, for them to change the speed or to alter the speed at which you receive them. So you have bird allies as well, okay, that are taking your wishes, they are hearing your wishes, and they are traveling with them to whatever respective energy, force, goddess, god, deity can grant them. So I think you should begin to whisper to the birds that you find on your doorstep, that you find on your balcony, that you see on your walks. Whisper to them these wishes too, because they want to help you. I say this and I want to show you because we have two birds surrounding the Wheel of Fortune here. And then look at this bird inside the cup carrying your wish, carrying your message. Um, for those of you this is relevant for, you will pass a certification. Okay. If you're trying to get certified for a particular job, or you need to get a form of certificate, or you're educating yourself to get a certificate, you will pass the final exam. 9 of coins with flying colors. The sun, absolutely. The lovers. Let's see what else is here. You do have a lot of favor right now, a lot of favor. I really feel like you should make a list of what your wishes are right now and repeat them every sunrise. As soon as you wake up, repeat them. Because what's interesting is they're kind of pointing out some things that I do, right? So as I shared, like I'm a bit busier with like my physical life on a day to day. And I feel here like they're actually encouraging the divine collective here to remember what those wishes are, because you may get distracted during the day with particular tasks, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's a part of living a harmonious life in the 3D, right? There, I feel here like they want there to be like a 2 minute, a 5 minute slot that you have every day where you wake up and you say those particular wishes. And I feel here it's like if you want, you can make it a meditation, but there's something about the repetition of it. It doesn't have to be intense. There's something about the repetition of you waking up and reminding yourself, oh, yes, I have this wish, and I have this wish as well, and I wanted to do this, and I want this as well, and that too. And I feel if you would like, you could do it when you're out for a walk, this way that the trees and the birds and your other non human allies can hear it. But I feel here like there's a wish to be granted, and they want you to kind of wrap your head around asking for it. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, we have the Six of Wands. Absolutely. The Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands. They're actually saying that you have done enough. Let me figure out. I want to say this in a very particular way. That the place that you're at now in your capabilities to manifest is practicing manifesting where it actually multiplies your joy. Because I feel here you have mastered how to manifest from the energy of Nine of Wands to Five of Wands. Where there's conflict, you turn it into peace. Where there's drama, you turn it into wealth. Where there's tiredness, you turn it into motivation. So I feel here like you're very good at taking something that is negatively charged, so to speak, and turning it into a positive charge, or taking a negative charge and multiplying it by its own negative self to make it into a positive for you. Now, what they want you to practice is this energy of victory. Okay? That's what they want you to practice here. Nine of Coins to the Six of Wands. This is also self-confidence and self-esteem. This energy of like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Someone's name here, what is that? Was it Tom? Wasn't it like Thomas the Train or something like that? Okay. But this is the energy they want you to practice. Like your wishes can be granted. And they can be granted without you needing to suffer to receive them. That's what they want you to practice. Okay. It comes with a bit of a mindset shift for you, because the energy here is used to manifesting and transmuting energy from suffering. Eight of Wands. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a shorter reading this sunrise. Anything else here, Most High Divine Creator? High Priestess, Eight of Cups to the Nine of Swords. Give me some time. Give me some time. This is an interesting energy, as though for you, detaching from what you know isn't good for you actually gives you anxiety. There could be a form of a comfort level when you are in a state of fight or flight or anxiety or dread, because you know how to work with those feelings. But again, what they're showing me here is this Knight of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune, as though like there's really no need for this anxiety anymore. But the detachment process for you away from that anxiety is also creating anxiety for you. There's something here with the High Priestess about going a bit deeper with the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Swords here. What are these fears that you have surrounding detachment? These fears that you have surrounding moving on, moving forward, and elevating, being better. There is still some, I don't know if I want to say shadow work, because I feel like it's not dark, so to speak. But with the Nine of Swords here, there's some self reflection to process here surrounding what it actually feels like for you to accept that you could be someone who detaches and moves up, and then you detach and you move up once more. And it's interesting how this comes up, because show me, yeah, the Sun, it's all right, the Sun and Three of Wands. Show me a bit more about this, please. What is to be processed here? Okay. I wonder if this is really the message that's coming through, because I'm receiving it, but I'm just kind of like, reflecting on it. There's something here about this meditation that you'll do, this shift in your focus that you will actually be able to quiet the telepathy that you receive from everything that you have left behind. So let me explain a bit further. What I'm seeing here is someone who is a high priestess, someone who is spiritual, spiritually gifted, someone who has maybe some form of like a psychic ability or whatnot, like maybe someone who is well versed in telepathy, because with the Nine of Swords, that's the mind. And it's like this energy of someone carrying guilt, shame, or anxiety about how quickly they move or how quickly they move on. And it's interesting because in some sectors, it's like this is called avoidance, right? Like when people move on and they just kind of avoid what happened in the past, so to speak. But that's not what I'm catching here. Thank you. That's not what this is. That's not what I'm catching here. It's in some ways, look at how these two cats are looking back, right? They're looking back at the past. It's something here about like, do you need to give people time and attention when you know that you already don't even want to be around them anymore? It's looking into this energy or this feeling of like, it's interesting. They're saying something like that it's your fault. That I don't know if it's like this ascension process is your fault, or the fact that you answer a calling and so you elevate at a rapid pace, and whether or not the people that you grow out of, the relationships you grow out of, if that's your fault. There's a bit of like reflection, just meditation to do around this, because obviously the Sun and the Knight of Coins, like the answer is no. None of that is your fault. And it's not your fault if people don't come with you or that they don't join you in that process. It's not your fault that everybody is on their own timeline. They're all on their own wheel of fortune, as you are. So as you're in this energy of Wheel of Fortune and Knight of Cups, receiving what you ask for, you don't need to look back and see how people that you don't even want to be involved with are not even receiving what they want. And then question your circumstances and wondering, why do I keep receiving everything that I want? It's because you deserve it. 9 of Coins, 6 of Wands. You've been the 5 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. You already did your due diligence. You already did your hard work. Okay, what is this here? Yeah, we have the Death card reversed, and your blessings aren't even done yet. Okay, allow them to live. Allow your blessings to live. Oh, so it's interesting. It's like they're giving me this perspective here. Ooh, starting to feel hot. They're giving this perspective here where it's like, imagine that your desires and those wishes that you're going to write down on that piece of paper actually have consciousness. And they have this huge desire to come alive for you. So allow them to live out your greatest dreams. Like, allow your desires to live out their greatest dreams, which is to be in service to that desire that you have. Their desires are in service to you. So give them what they want, which is also giving yourself what you want. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Anything else here, Most High, before we close out today? Like, I feel here, you may be reaching a level where you're like, whoa, 9 of Coins, 6 of Wands. You are reaching a level here where you're going to be like, whoa, okay, I feel like I am way above anybody else that I know. Like, there's something here about like you reaching a milestone, or you reaching something that you have wished for. And with the 9 of Swords, it makes you just slightly anxious. But the 9 of Swords is being transmuted into the 9 of Coins. So at first, it's like, oh gosh, you may be questioning or have some type of imposter syndrome. Like, do you deserve this? Or is all of that for me? Oh my gosh, all of that is mine. And then with the 9 of Coins to the 6 of Wands, you will soon, they're saying soon, you will quickly embrace it. Right? It's almost like it's like this similar energy of when you win the lottery and you have all this money, and then you're like, whoa, is it really me who has all this money and all this power and all this liberation and all this freedom? And like 9 of Swords, you may sit there for a moment like, ooh, whoa. But with the 9 of Coins and the 6 of Wands, there's this affirmation that you asked for this and it is given. And so it is yours. Okay, 3 of Wands. Yeah, thank you. King of Cups. Who's the King of Cups? Queen of Coins. Oh, well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? There is a blessing here, one of the many, but there is a blessing here that they want to highlight that comes from a King of Cups. This is a blessing of having an ally and someone who is supporting you and showing you the affection that you need it, when you want it. This is someone who you can go to and you can trust them to give you supportive advice. This is someone who you can trust to hold an emotional space or to support you through this energy of anxiety as you elevate. I feel like this could be a friend because we have King of Cups to Knight of Cups. There isn't much else here that's talking about love, so to speak. So this could really be a trusted, good friend. And this is someone, I feel like in this King of Cups energy, they see Let me say this in a more grounded way. This is someone who sees a flower, and from that flower, they water it, they allow it to be pollinated so that it can turn into a beautiful garden that everybody can enjoy, so to speak. Let me rephrase this. What you were dealing with were energies that would see a flower and pull it out of the ground and then put it in a vase so that it could dry out within a week. But at least they had something that was pretty in their own home for a week. There's someone here with this King of Cups energy that knows how to allow something to flourish or someone to flourish. And this is what he is offering you. He feels honored just to witness you flourishing, and he is supporting it in any way that he can. This is like someone where it's a real true friend who wants to see the best for you, who will point you in the direction of what is best for you, who will support you in what you feel like is best for you. This is a genuine caretaker, I am hearing. Six of Coins, absolutely they are. Absolutely they are for you. Seven of Wands and Nine of Wands. This person is a genuine caretaker for you. And I feel like it's because they see the thoughts that they're having towards you. I'm trying to make it mild, but I'll say these thoughts. These thoughts that they have towards you is that you've been through the mud and nobody deserves that anymore. They're in the position to support you through that. They feel like you've been through too much, and it's about time that you were shown how beautiful life can be with the Six of Coins here. They feel like it's about time that you have received a form of help. You know, this comes across as energy where it's not just that someone is financially investing in you, but it's like someone who takes on the responsibility of showing you love and how good love can feel, how good loving friendships can feel. Right? This is a caretaker who comes in to support you in the repair of it all. It's in, oh, okay. There is one thing that they're saying to me here, but it's like this person, I don't know if they have a lot of pets, so to speak, or they have a history of taking in abandoned pets. I'm not trying to say that is you, so to speak, but this person has that as a personality trait where they see something that needs help and they just help. They don't help and then take away. They don't help and then guilt you for it. They don't help and then ask from you. This is someone who genuinely sees the honor of helping someone just for the fact of the matter that they want to help. That may give you a bit of anxiety because maybe you've experienced the opposite here, but lo and behold, okay, this person is genuinely helping you. They like you. Okay? Yeah, the world's hard here. I think that's it, y'all. All right, so yeah, Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Star. Okay. All right. We want to close out the message, huh, Divine? Six of Cups came out anyway. Okay. I feel like this is a friend. Yeah, the Hanged Man. Three of Coins. Yeah, this is definitely the Hermit and the World and Ace of Cups. This is definitely a friend. This is an ally. This is someone who will also introduce you to their friends, to their colleagues, right? Like this is someone who is genuinely interested in setting you up for success or helping you get to a next level of success, whatever this is, you all. Okay? This person, I feel like what you'll end up doing is telling them about what you've been through, about your past. 6 of Cups here. And it's like they see, number one, they see the energy of like source on you. They see like the energy on you that is this high priestess, or that is angelic, or that is kind. And I feel here like this person feels devoted and honored to you, to reflect kindness back onto you. They keep saying they feel like you've been through enough. Why don't you have some fun with me? Okay. All right. Thank you, Divine. I'm going to try one other deck. I still have a little bit of time before I need to get done what I need to get done today. So let's see. I hope you all have had a good breakfast. Hope you all are having a good sunrise, a great start to your week. May this week be blessed with fun times, wellness, goodness, health, and happiness, and love. Ashe. Anything else here? Okay. The Hermit and Temperance. There's an energy that I want to talk about, but I'm wondering if the Most High wants me to. 6 of Swords reversed. I don't think so. 10 of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Show me this here. 6 of Swords reversed. Thank you. The 7 of Wands. Absolutely. The Hermit and Temperance with the Sun energy here. The Hermit, the Temperance, and the Sun. I'm going to say something very specific here, and this will help me to, in some ways, actually share about what I wanted to talk about. With the World card, because the World and Ace of Wands, look at that again. That's dope. Look at that again. The last thing I'm going to share here is there's nothing that you have left behind that was actually meant for you. That could also be a part of this energy that's coming out with that 9 of Swords about like, did something get away, or did you make a bad decision? Or like you with the 8 of Cups, you've decided to maybe move a lot, you've traveled a lot, or you've decided to like, you've grown out of a lot of experiences, you've grown out of a lot of relationships. The Divine here and your angels are literally like the Hermit and Temperance. Like, you are smart enough, you are balanced enough, you are wise enough to know that anything that was a part of the past that you decreed as something that you no longer wanted to be a part of was your right to do so. You're allowed to say, oh, this energetic hub is not for me anymore. I want a bit more. I want something else. You're allowed to do that. Okay? But the 6 of Swords in the reverse and the 7 of Wands, they want you to protect yourself from any of these thoughts that maybe the grass was greener on the other side. That's never the case. If you want to be so bold, I'm going to tell you that. That's never the case. Okay? You have a Knight of Cups to the 10 of Cups here. That is what is coming in for you. That is what is in the cards for you here. Support, love, harmony, a family, an ecosystem of friends, social supports, marriage with the 10 of Cups here. Okay? There is nothing from what you have left behind that will give this to you. That's what they want you to know. That's why you were always led away from it, because this is what you want. Okay? Stop giving time and energy to people that you don't even like. Queen of Swords, get those boundaries up. Okay? All right, y'all. I think that's it. Yeah, Queen of Swords and Justice. Get those boundaries up. You're allowed to do I don't know how to say this, but it's like you're allowed to do what it is you want to do. You don't owe anybody anything. Right? I mean, like there's the energy of reciprocity here with relationships with this happily ever after, with this 10 of cups. But I feel here with the Queen of Swords, if you feel like you're not receiving, then balance the scales for yourself. Okay? Yeah, 9 of Cups in the message. I think they're happy with it, so I'm going to close this out. King of Cups also still kind of wants to talk to you. Oh, wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Okay, I don't know where he went. I just saw him. Well, we have the 2 of Cups here. Okay. Anything else? Is that it? Yeah, the World again. They're done. Okay? Oh, you can't see. The World again and Strength. So I'm going to close out this message, okay? Just as you have closed out the old cycle. Congratulations. So I'm going to close out the energy of this reading. I call my energy back to me brilliant, purified, and cleansed, healthy, happy, and wealthy, and in love. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator. Ashe. All right, you all. I will see you in the next one. Happy to do this message for you. Y'all stay prayed up. Stay up on those wishes and those desires. I will see you in the next one, and y'all be good. Bye. Bye. Hey, Danny. Bye, everyone. See you.